Alright, hello and welcome to Pain, Fear, and Sadness. Today we're going to be playing Step to Hell by LaZye, or however the fuck you say it. All I know is that this guy is a bad creator, and from what I can see, this level is extremely bad, so, that's why I chose to review it, because we're doing an above average level and a below average level. So we're just going to do a culminate practice run, as per usual, and, experience pain. I don't know what to say, dude. It's kind of embarrassing having this level on your. It's probably embarrassing having this level on your account. I really couldn't imagine. Oh my god, Bloodshot's in this, dude. Bloodshot's the guy who made Base Cave. Oh no. And it really shows. It really shows here. Complex. Okay, Complex's part actually looks decent, even if it is underdecorated. That's just surprising. That's one of the shittiest transitions I've ever seen. I'm not gonna tell you this level is good at all, but it's definitely better than I expected. What the fuck is this, dude? Oh my god, I hate you so much. I can't. We're only at 56. I can't fucking take it. Why are some of the parts just auto? That's so dumb. There's just a K there. Okay. Well, there's that, I guess. Yeah. I genuinely have to reevaluate what I just witnessed, so for that reason, I'm going to do another practice run. I suppose while I do this practice run, I could go over the scales, as I'm going, so I'm going to try and do that. For the gameplay at least. What I don't like about this level, for the gameplay, is that it's oversaturated with straight fly, and there's also really awkward orb placements, like right here. For example, this is so weird, it doesn't make any sense at all. And it just, I don't get it at all. Like, you can skip that orb entirely if you really tried. And I just don't get it. There's also a few double clicks in the level, like one right here, which is really stupid. And it doesn't make any sense. And it's not like the moving objects make it any better. They just make it seem all that much harder than it actually is. It's just so awkward to play. Dude, what is this? Why would you make the portal like that? Why would you make this structure like that? It doesn't make any sense. It's not fun at all. And why would you make this? Why would you make the spikes like that? Why would you do that? And it doesn't also. It really doesn't help the gameplay in any aspect that there's a bunch of invisible portals everywhere. I also don't like how they just used a random buffer ship section here for the gameplay. I don't like how they just use a random buffer ship section with just a bunch of unoriginal gameplay. They didn't like this level doesn't have any interesting gameplay at all. It's just all the same thing. This is another buffer ship section, and of course, it's bad. And also, there's an auto part here. Why is there just a random auto part here? It doesn't make any sense. This part right here is the only decently fun part of the level because it's actually somewhat original in terms of gameplay compared to everything else at the very least. Like this wave is kind of fun. Like it's actually understandable and kind of fun compared to the rest of the level. Okay, I think I actually somewhat understand what I just did now. So, yeah, but I basically just reviewed the gameplay. So the gameplay, honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's going to be probably a 3.5 out of 10. The level is just a bunch of straight fly sections and really weird shit parts. It's really unoriginal gameplay. So, yeah, 3.5 out of 10. So with playability, the transitions between sections are really, really weird. There's a few double clicks in the level, like the ones right here. It doesn't make any sense. And like a lot of this level is ship and really bad unoriginal straight fly, and the transition between sections are just terrible. Like this right here, it's so garbage, and I don't understand it at all. I already explained this. That's garbage too. There's also just a bunch of random invisible portals, right? Like in this section right here, which also include this UFO portal for some reason. I don't know why they would use that as a transition, but they did. There's just so many invisible portals. There's invisible mini and big portals too. Doesn't make any sense. It's just really unplayable, and it doesn't make any sense. It just feels like they just fucking gurgled blocks and spikes and spat it onto the editor. if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So for that reason, the playability, honestly, a 2 out of 10. So for the consistency, the consistency doesn't actually seem that bad. Obviously the playability and overall gameplay affect that, but if you actually, I could see myself, not myself, but other people getting used to the gameplay and actually like having a decent time with it overall. Not like in terms of like the fun gameplay, but in terms of like consistency, this level isn't like all that too bad. I can say that some weird transitions definitely affect it and bring it down overall, but I feel that the consistency, it's an alright balanced level for the most part, besides like a few buffer sections like this one right here, that are a lot easier than the rest, but then again, there are also buffer sections, so you can't really, you know, take away too much from those. But overall, the consistency is not all that bad, and the consistency is probably going to be a 7.5 out of 10. Now let's talk about the decoration. What the fuck is wrong with you? Genuinely, you have some serious mental issue if you think, first of all, this right here, do you think this is okay? This clash between gray and red? I hate that. This pisses me off. Fuck you. This level is literally just red and black. There's no variation to it, so that's obviously going to bring it down a lot. But this, like, the blocks are just so awkward and so dumb to look at. I'm pretty sure we can all agree that this is just plain bad decoration. There's no real way to explain it. The consistency between blocks is just so weird. It just changes like every now and then, like it feels like it. And like, look at this right here. This gray and red, and then this like just black and red. It's so weird. The black and red works like better. I don't know why you wouldn't just use that. And some parts are also just not decorated at all. Like, look at this part. This is just black. There's nothing to it besides maybe the background right here. That's it. That's really it. There's nothing to it. It's just black, like most of the level. Also, here's a funny decoration area I found. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, that's great. That's the guy who made Base Cave, by the way. Most of the level is also just like glow, glow, and glow, as you can see here. And I feel there's a common theme between these objects right here. The little black pillars. They look like they were used in Bloodlust, but I can see a common theme between them and the unoriginality. The only part that I can actually give credit to is Complex's part, which is severely underdecorated, but it's actually kind of original, with the usage of glow here, and actually does something effective, even if it is underdecorated, which is saying a lot for the level. This part also just doesn't fit in general. The orange, red, and black, along with the white, clash extremely terribly, and it really shows. There's also this part, which is also like Nico 99's part, which doesn't have any decoration at all besides the background, which I can appreciate. That's actually a very cool background. But there's just no ground decoration at all. It doesn't make any sense, because most of the levels glow. It doesn't have any ground decoration, barely any block decoration for some of the blocks. Remind you of something? Most levels in the servers, yeah. This part is actually somewhat original, and actually goes out of the level's like territory to actually do something. And it's also a pretty fun part in general. But this is like the only good part of the level, which is really weird because it's actually kind of under-decorated as well. But it still does a good job fitting in. And I also see a common theme between the usage of these pillars right here throughout the entire level. Copy paste. Just copy paste. Yeah, and this part is just spam for the backgrounds. I really don't like that much at all. Really not great. However, this is a pretty decent end screen. I do have to give the end screen that. That's actually pretty decent. Yeah, 4.5 out of 10 for the decoration. Just a mix of like, there's like two good parts. There's basically Complex and Skull Kid, and that's pretty much it. But most all it uses black, just spam objects like right here, and it just copy paste a lot, and it's really garbage. There's like two original parts, and that's pretty much it. So for decoration, it's probably a 4.5 out of 10. Uniqueness. Do I really need to go over this? I don't think I do at all, actually. 1 out of 10. No. 0.5 out of 10. No, there's literally, it's just house style. That's it. Everybody's done this style in their lives, and it's just unoriginal. The reason it's not 0 out of 10 is because of the actual, like, decent parts, like Skull Kid and Complex. Because Skull Kid actually, like, goes out of, like, the normal decoration style. More so takes and actually does something with it. But overall, 0.5 out of 10 for uniqueness. It's just house style. The parts that actually carry it are just complex and Skull Kid. Overall, this level, probably a 2 out of 10. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you think this is okay to upload to the servers, I don't understand your point of view, and I don't think I ever will. Overall, this level is really bad. I hate it a lot. It should be deleted from this planet, existence, and the Geometry Dash servers. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.